Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar. This is how to make document automation your firm's competitive advantage. This is a live webinar, and this is all about increasing your firm's productivity and efficiency, and it's brought to you today by Perfect Practice. Perfect Practice has been in business for over 30 years, providing state-of-the-art case management and practice management software. Your hosts on today's webinar are me, Ken Countess, and I'm joined by Christy O'Berry. You can reach us at 888-843-8992. If you prefer to reach out to us via email, that would be at marketing@perfectpractice.com. And we encourage you to visit our website. And the website is www.perfectpractice.com. Perfect Practice has been in business, as I mentioned, for over 30 years. We've got a quick question for you, and that is, are you currently using practice management software? Go ahead and answer yes or no, and it's certainly possible that you're not sure. You can answer that as well. We'll wait another few seconds and just select one of those three and hit the submit button. Okay, thank you for sharing your comments. It looks like we have a pretty even mix between those who are and are not, or are not sure whether they're currently using practice management software. Well, here's what it's all about. When we think about managing a practice, one of the things we are really looking to do is eliminate that stack of files that may be sitting on your desk. They may be sitting all around the office. And what those files do is take up time to try to understand, what's in there and how to get the job done. So what we're going to talk about today and what we're going to show you during a live demo is how to take all of those files and computerize your systems so that they are accessible via a computer. So why should you automate document assembly? Well, it really comes down to three major points. The first is that when you automate document assembly, you don't need to have multiple entry of your data. You can have your documents linked directly to the case. And what that really does is reduce the chance that you'll have errors in your documentation. What else? Well, you get more consistent documents, a better look and feel to everything you do. And because we're able to automate the process for you, you get faster, more accurate production. And of course, time is money. And when it takes you less time and you can do things more efficiently, what that really means is that you can generate more profits per open file. So once again, as I've mentioned, we're talking about a way that you can enter data once to create multiple documents. And with that very quick intro, let me turn it over now to Christy, where we'll do a demo of how Perfect Practice works. Christy?
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today for today's webinar. We're going to go over some things that Ken said and talk about a little bit more in depth on some of those items, as well as show you a demonstration on how easy document assembly is, how fast it is, and what else it can do for you besides just creating your documents. Documents are the lifeblood of law firms. If you don't use an automated system to create documents, you're placing your firm at a disadvantage with your competitors in terms of efficiency and revenue, something none of us want to do. The efficiency gains from automation enable the same staff to produce more documents, driving profits and enabling you to undercut your competitors. The true potential of document automation is when you tether your templates to your practice management system. You will find that, one, your practice management system can automatically fill in many, if not all, of the blanks in your template. Second thing, there's no need for dual entry of data. What does that mean? That means I enter my data in one software solution, one time, and I could potentially reuse those data elements, such as related parties to cases, which would be your judges, your counties, co-counsels, etc. The third option would be to documents linking directly to your cases. Being able to stay on your case screen and do your work and access these documents that were produced or mailed in and scanned into your network with a click of a button is invaluable time savers. This also allows us to reduce the chance of errors. So what does this mean to you? Using a workflow method, your firm will get more consistent documents, produced faster and more accurately, thus generating more profits per open file. Not all practice management systems are created equally. Here are a few things to look for in a practice management system with document assembly integration. Number one, the system should allow you to perform a merge directly from the file. If you look at my screen, I'm going to open up a foreclosure case real quick, and we're going to go to the DocuTrack tab. This is where I am going to merge my documents on a case-by-case basis. In this particular example, I'm going to merge a foreclosure complaint, queue it up into my merge queue, and tell it to merge my document. At this time, it's gathering all of the data and putting it into various merge fields. It's telling me the merge is complete. So I will open Word, and I will merge my document. Now, this particular package that I'm merging for you today is doing more than just creating that document. And where did it go? There it is. Decided to open up another window there for us. Now, all of the items that you see highlighted in yellow are the variables that are going to change on a case-by-case basis. Now, because we have set this system up to know where I'm going to store my documents on my network, when I hit the Save button, it automatically takes me to that location. This is that one-click save option. So if I save that document, it's now saved to my network, and I can then go back to my case screen, and if I need to see any of those documents, I can come over to the View Files location, and in a perfect world, it would work, and this particular file is having an issue, but it would actually take me right to that location on the network where those documents were actually at. What you did not see this system do for you was several things. Number one, it put a note into the file that this is the date that I merged the document. This particular document allows me to bill. It's a billing event for my client, so it's put a to-do out there for me telling my client, my staff, to go ahead and bill that particular item. And then it put a time cost entry in for me as well. It's automatically sitting in my billing system ready to be billed. That right there is a major time saver. Another example of merging documents and integrating it with your workflow is actually on a PI case I have set up. And when I go to the DocuTrack tab, again, I'm going to merge a package of documents. It's going to give me the 4 documents here. Tell it to merge it. It's going to let us know when the merge is complete. And then again, we would go into Word and we would merge our document. This particular document, like I said, is going to give me 4 individual letters, one to my client, one to the doctor, one to the hospital, and one to the sheriff's department. Again, I save it. It brings me to that location. I name it, and we move on. What, again, you did not see the system do back over here on these activities is it went in and it put a note in for each one of those documents that I merged. And here they are here. 3 of these documents require a follow-up. So the system has went out and has put a to-do in the system for me for each one of those documents. Get down here to where they are. And here you go, telling me that my documents are due 30 days from today, so please make sure I've received them. This is the system allowing you to perform a merge directly from the file. Okay? As part of the merge process, your system should either evaluate the parties needed in the document or give you the ability to select the parties. Perfect Practice does both. On the Relationships tab of a case in the Perfect Practice system is going to display the people related to your particular case. If I needed to manually select a party into my document, I could do that as well from the DocuTrack tab with my manual selections. Custom fields or related entities. The practice management system should have the flexibility and ease to add custom fields, such as deadline dates, court dates, have the ability to run calculations, and etc. You will also want to be able to pull information about a related part of your case, such as the fee for a process server or the fee a sheriff's office charges for service. There's several benefits to being able to add custom fields and relationships. The first benefit is being able to standardize the intake process for each case type. Secondly, your system should allow you to report off of the data that you've entered on the case. And lastly, you should be able to use any data entered into your system, custom field or not, in any document template that you have. The typical merge process will allow you to enter one record per merge document. On a normal case, you may have several parties with different roles within the document, such as what makes a defendant in a foreclosure case or the role of an insurance company in a PI case. Primary auto, secondary, PIP, MedPay, etc., along with the different addresses for each one of those parties. Your practice management system should enable you to merge this data into the document. This alone is a major time saver. Word and WordPerfect have their limits when it comes to the mail merge process. A good practice management system should allow you to execute a database query as part of the merge process. For anyone who is familiar with merging documents, you should probably be aware of the if-then-else statements in Word. We call those conditionals. These are very time-consuming and difficult to troubleshoot at times. They're also very time-consuming to actually put into your templates. A database query can be written to not only speed up the merge process, but to eliminate that time-consuming and difficult troubleshooting practices right into the template. A database query will execute much faster and return more accurate results as it is querying the database, not relying on the human factor in properly inserting the merge codes. Whether you have a current practice management system or if you're shopping for one, you owe it to yourself and your staff to familiarize yourself with its document assembly features. The return on investment will pay for itself. The profits from a properly configured, integrated document assembly system will cover the combined costs of template design, better known as development, and the practice management system in a matter of months. Another note, when you're looking for practice management software and you're looking for document assembly, make sure that your practice management system does not put you into Word only or WordPerfect only. Make sure that your practice management system is diversified enough that it can handle merging with Microsoft Word, Corel's WordPerfect, and your fillable PDFs. More and more courts are going to the fillable PDFs, and without a practice management system that can speak and fill in the fields in those PDFs, you're doing it manually. So you're regressing back from the document assembly in your case management system. Perfect Practice does give you the ability to work with all three, WordPerfect, Microsoft Word, and the fillable PDFs. If you are an existing client of Perfect Practice and this is new to you and you're just finding out this information, please contact our office and you can discuss it with me or a number of other people here in the office on what we need to do to get you guys going. If you're not a client of Perfect Practice and you're having a struggle with your document assembly and your workflow, again, feel free to give us a call. We'll be more than happy to talk to you on a consultant basis or just to have a little side conversation to assist you in picking the appropriate practice management system for you. That concludes my webinar for today. I am going to turn everything back over to Ken, and I thank you all for your time. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you so much, Christy. We'd like to find a little bit more about you before we move forward, and let's do that by first asking, what type of law do you practice? Is it personal injury? Is it bankruptcy and or foreclosure? Is it debtor-creditor? Is it real estate, or is it something else? Yeah, go ahead and click one of those, and we'll close the poll here in just a few moments. Very good. Thank you for that. Here's what you said, by the way. It looks like most of you on this webinar are practicing something other than the four listed on the poll. And let's do something else. Let's find out a little bit more about you as well. And that is, what size is your firm? Solo practitioner? Are you 2 to 5 people, between 6 and 10, 11 to 30, or more than 30 people? It looks like we've got a pretty good mix of practice sizes here. And thanks for that info as well. And one last question, and that is, would you be interested in a more in-depth demo for your firm? Would you like more information about Perfect Practice? Just click yes or no, thank you. Click one of those two. And if your answer is yes, we'll be in touch with you shortly. If no, well, we certainly appreciate the fact that you took time out of your day to be with us today. So as we wrap up the webinar, I do have a couple of things additional to share with you. Right now, in our chat box is a way for you to go ahead and schedule a free demo of Perfect Practice by going to http://bit.ly/pp-free-demo. If you just go ahead and click that link, you'll be able to go ahead and set up a free demo of the Perfect Practice software. So to close out, what we've demonstrated for you, and as usual, Christy's done a phenomenal job of doing a quick demo of document assembly. It enables you to work more efficiently and truly unlock your firm's full potential. You'll get much more out of your data. You'll accelerate your workflow. You'll increase your productivity. And, oh, by the way, we also have a mobile version of Perfect Practice as well. So whether you're sitting in your office, or if you're mobile on a tablet or a laptop or a smartphone, you can take Perfect Practice with you and access so many of the features right from the palm of your hand. Once again, you can sign up for your personalized demo at bit.ly/pp-free-demo, or shoot an email to us at marketing@perfectpractice.com. Of course, you can call us as well. The number is there on the screen. It's 888-843-8992. This is how you make document automation your competitive advantage. Thanks so much for joining us today. We do have time for questions. You can go ahead and log them in the question box. We'll leave our contact information up there for you as well. Once again, thanks so much for joining us today. We'd like you also to save the date. We have another webinar coming up during July. Watch your email inbox for details, and we hope you'll join us then as well. So once again, you can reach out to us at 888-843-8992. By the way, one thing that sets Perfect Practice apart from other companies is there's always someone around to answer the phone live. We don't believe in voicemail here. So 888-843-8992, or send an email to us at marketing@perfectpractice.com. We have one question that came in from Robert. Can you use this program for estate planning documents?
Hi, Robert. This is Christy. I'm back here to answer your questions. And yes, Perfect Practice encompasses all areas of law. I did not have anything set up for an estate practice today. However, if there's something specific you'd like to see, I can definitely do that for you. As a matter of fact, our next webinar in July is going to be about Perfect Practice and how it can handle all areas of law. So absolutely, any document, any area of law, Perfect Practice can handle. The next question I've got here comes from Philip, and it says, how do you set up the template? The template is basically a Word document or a WordPerfect or a PDF, whichever one you're coming from. And inside Perfect Practice, we create what we call a document master. Document master is what provides us the map, if you will, to the merged fields. And then we take those merged fields and put them in the appropriate spot in your actual document, creating a merged template. That is something that either you can enlist Perfect Practice to do for you, or we would be more than happy to show you guys how to do it yourselves.
Okay, it looks like we've covered all the questions that have come in. We'll stand by for another moment or two. Once again, we want to thank you for joining us today, and we hope that you'll join us again at our next webinar. That'll be in July. Watch your inbox, and we'll give you the details and a way to register online. That'll wrap up today's webinar. Thanks so much for joining us today, everyone. Have a great day.